Welcome to Brave Healer Productions. We are waking the world up to what's possible for healing, one brave word at a time. Welcome, everyone, and happy Poetry Month. I'm Laura DeFranco, the CEO of Brave Healer Productions, where we have a mission to wake the world up to what's possible for healing, one brave word at a time. And I also happen to be the lead author of 100 Poems and Possibilities for Healing. I gathered 30 of my fellow poets and asked them to share their brave words and amazing poetry. And we are celebrating all month with our author poets. Lulu Trevena is here today to help me do that. Welcome, Lulu.
Hi, Lauren. Lovely to be here.
So, first of all, thank you so much for being here today to help me celebrate one of my biggest passions. You guys, Lulu Trevena is an artist, women's workshop leader, mother, and soulful living coach who's passionate about shifting the societal narrative about women and age. She believes a new depth and breadth of personal tenderness is needed for ourselves. She wrote chapter 12 in the book called Nectar or Poison, Words Wound or Heal. And let's get right to it. I would love if you would read your poem for us today. What is it called?
I'm actually reading one called Betrayal.
Okay, the mic is all yours.
Betrayal leaves a gaping wound, unmasked, revealing the deceit, grappling with pain-drenched questions. The confusion, was any of it true? A collection of memories scattered haphazardly, broken shards of empty commitments, shattering trust and discarding intimacy, places of secret anguish, wedding vows laced with future war. The betrayal, a reflection of action, choices of the betrayer, not one doubting value or worthiness of the betrayed. Tempting to numb out the pain, society markets vices everywhere. Do not succumb to burying it inside. There it does not belong. Purge out the bitter shrapnel. Exhaust the tears flowing through your veins. Remedy administered by the love reclaimed within. Rebuilding the self-sovereignty that lapsed. Erect the palatial walls, foundations strong. New boundaries to guard the heart. Discover the treasure in all of who you are. Sit upon the throne of your wisdom, cloaked in personal resurrection. Warmed by the illuminating fires of healing held safely. Watched over by a divine host of unseen guardians. No longer will betrayal sneak in like a thief, wearing clothing you found familiar, theirs or your own.
I love listening to y'all read. Um, every time one of you gets to the end of your poem, I'm just sitting here like this, going, could you just please keep going? Can we please do this all day long? Discover the treasure of all of who you are. Oh my gosh, there are so many pieces in yours where, of course, well, not of course, but I resonate, and I know you know I resonate with your topic and your poem, all of your poetry. But I'm feeling the shrapnel, and I love how you used that piece because when people say, you know, they're torn apart,
Mm.
it just doesn't do it justice, and shrapnel does for me. So I know that's a bit rough, you guys, for this poem, but our poets are going deep and they're moving into places and moving through their healing. That's one of the whys behind my poetry, Lulu. And I Was wondering if you could share more about the why behind your writing. What do you want people to know about poetry in terms of it being a healing tool or just your own process?
Yeah, I definitely think it's a personal healing tool of my own. And because I've written poetry for a very long time, 4 decades, can I say it that long? Maybe five. Um, I feel it touches in my own personal heart coherence, as well as I think it also connects both hemispheres of the brain, which I recently thought, we often say right side is creative, left side is logical, but there's parts of in both brains that also have those parts. So it's about bringing them into, you know, um, aliveness, I guess. So when I write and I get my feelings to come on paper, I think it speaks an invitation to other people when they read it, that they feel heard or understood, or, wow, she really captured that, what I felt somewhere, by a few words. So that's the definitely the invitation. It's intimate for the poet, it's intimate for the reader. Um, and I also think it brings messages from somewhere else, like from the divine or from an intuition. So, yeah, use poetry, and there's no rules. There's definitely no rules to poetry. It's coming from within you, and you are manifesting it on the paper or on the screen or however we want to bring it out.
So, in 100 Poems and Possibilities, I also asked each author to add a prompt for you guys to enjoy. So, if you don't already have a notebook and pen with you today, you might pause this and go grab it. Because, Lulu, would you please read your prompt from the book?
Yes. So if you remember my chapter is called Nectar or Poison, Words Wound or Heal. So my prompt talks from that. So nectar or poison, explore in your writing words you have or would like to receive in the way of nectar, the sweet, luscious, delicious kind. The bonus is start saying these to yourself, and then explore words that have been like poison when you were a child or even now. And then the opportunity is afterwards you might like to cross out these poisonous words.
Um, all right, listeners, it is your turn. Take some time to write on that prompt today. See what moves through you. Write as fast as you can without censoring yourself. Just let it flow through. Lulu, thank you so much for what you do in the world and for being here today to help me celebrate Poetry Month.
Thank you so much, Laura. I appreciate you.
So, if you guys have a poem you want to share, we've got the Warrior Love Poetry Facebook page. I've got information about submitting down below. And this is so much more than a book of poems, you guys. Let me show it to you for a moment. This is a generous community waiting for you to reach out. Please drop under the video where I have Lulu hooked up with her website and explore everything she is up to. Our poets are out there creating a community that is powerful, and we're here to support. Maybe you are ready to share your poetry or other brave words with the world in a bigger way. We're accepting applications for the next volume of 100 Poems and Possibilities right now, and there's info down below about that as well. And lastly, today, everyone, remember your words change the world when you're brave enough to share them. So it's time to be brave. See you next time, everyone.